Hello, we're back for more Final Fantasy XIV. First of all, I want to apologize for all the stream troubles last night. I think because Helldivers takes up a lot of resources, and then on top of that, I had just downloaded, didn't restart my computer, almost maxed out my SSD drive in the process. It was just, everything was struggling last night. I did my best to make it work. In the future, I think it'll work better if I already have it downloaded, but it was just all a shit show that wasn't entirely in my control. I really wanted to be able to I really wanted to be able to do something that would include Arch with us. He had come out and put aside time for Dungeons and Dragons, which didn't happen, and that was very last moment. I didn't know it wasn't going to happen until we had already started streaming. So, due to all those things, I just wanted to play a game that I knew he would enjoy as well. And downloading it last minute and trying to stream it with everything just didn't work too well. But that's okay. We're fine. And we're going to get back on playing Final Fantasy this week. And then hopefully later this week we'll actually get back on playing Persona again. Fingers crossed. But for now, we are going to join Aylin Fireheart in her story. Yes. The server is congested with all 20 people. Because this is such a busy server, clearly. Trying to get cobwebs off it today. Have I ever mentioned how I hate decals? I think I may have once or twice. Settle down, Aylin. Got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you're at the ruins. Lysand, on the other hand, is now Peria. I was about welcome around here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, the boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Eldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nelthal, and member of the Syndicate. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even those blades knew what was coming. It's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Volta Island. It's true that there are some here who aren't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, But most of us are decent folk and just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did the good thing, Aelin, and for that you have my respect. Listen, there ought to be a lot. You've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room, my treat. Just have a word with Patopa when you feel like staying. In rooms now available. And when you've got your appetite for adventure back, consider taking on a guild lave or two. Got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It's a good way to earn some extra gil. Stace can tell you more about how the system works, so go speak with him if you're interested. Look what the girl dragged in. Good to see you, Aelin. I didn't ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fellow by the name of, Dadanan who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'dah with the means by him. He asked if I sent any looking for work his way. Find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thailand, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing, the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in might be he has some talk of royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of the chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon? You have the gil for it, that is. Upon the chocobo stables just across from the quicksands, find Mimigun and he'll send you straight. Well, off you go then. Haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. I guess I should start the Laves of Horizon. Actual Tantalum is where I need to take a high potion. Okay, let's do a quick detour to pick one of those up. Could I have perhaps used the chocobo porter for this? Probably. Did I? No. Could I have also just teleported there? Yeah. Yeah, I could have. All these quests I can do here. Can go discover the goblet. Locate the missing crates. They're all within the walls of this compound. You or your men are just incompetent. Wherever could they be? We go to the housing. Thank you. Welcome to the Goblet. Keep wanting to hit the button to get on a mount, but I don't have any mounts yet. Well, I have mounts. I don't have the ability to use said mounts. I can't wait to get the brand new gear. Why is the Skriled worker just laying on the ground? Tisk tisk. Oh, is that so? Ah, there we go. I walked above and around this building, but just didn't go in. all those poor buggers out. I love the timing of that. I climb on a rock and it sounds like I'm being celebrated for it. Oh, I'm gonna talk to this guy first because I can just jump down the ledge over there when I'm done. Fun boys riding balloons, stalking me, as all should be. Yeah, as the Bun Boy bodyguard does exactly. You have to have the most threatening mount. Helium balloons. Yeah, true. But don't let them scare into attacking. We don't want any incidences of them popping your balloons on you. Could I have just invited you to a party and then let you ride me up here? Yes. But it's not that far. Don't toss a bomb at me. Says the person up on a ledge, throwing fire. Back we go to the Silver Bazaar. Terrible, Aelin. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us. I know. I know, but we're in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up fake contract with sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. You smell that? Kickapoo, that smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply choose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave but foolish. Back for more, Kenrick? How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one ilm of this land fall to your hands. Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You have no hope in this. Look at this miserable place. A stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings, and then when I'm finished, I'll guarantee you will thank me for it. You stupid, foolish man. Couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast the visitors or gil of days past, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories and years worth of them, decades. We sweat together when we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival. We mourned together with each life that the desert took from us. That's the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place. And I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. Stubborn girl. No matter. The sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think to take them down were I you. And this futile fight, Kickapoo, there are far more of us, and if you're truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you. Aelin, please! The writs of seizure! You must tear them down and chase Kendrick from here once and for all. I don't think just tearing down the notices is what's going to make the difference, but you know. Hey, I think I killed your brother already. I thought you might be along. Pity, you're too late. Demolitionists are already on their way. Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be rubble within the hour. The writs! You, what have you done? That means my men. No, that's impossible. The day may be yours, but I'll be back soon, and with far more fearsome company. You made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply seeing the bazaar struck from the map. No, I will not rest until the name is wiped from the history books of Eorzea. Yeah, you're gonna shit your pants when you see what I become later. Just saying. So Kendrick's gone now, is he? That certainly is the brightest news we've had in a while. I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words. Bloody paltry thing. But we would like to thank you, Aelin. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me and saved who I am. See, now I have to maintain consistent vigilance to keep my home from harm. But it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. And we'll stand for you! What do you... So what you did for us having Aelin there chase off Kendrick and all? It's truly, there ain't much here worth fighting for, but it's home, goddammit, and I, for one, ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home. And even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something right here, together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Most of all, thank you, Aelin. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here. No more bustling ports with ships full of cargo and fish. But the better days live in our live in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history, that's what makes this place. So long as we remember, so does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask you. This letter, I wonder if you could deliver it to Momodi for me when you next visit Ul'dah. And I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words and she'll be able to give you a reward I cannot. My Uber is perched out of reach. There we go. Tuolda! Boop. All the cat girls try and keep warm in front of a fire. Alright. Time for my first of many trips to Horizon. I have to start actually doing fates as soon as I am part of a free company. Until that point, I don't see the point of it. Well, levels, but I don't really need the levels. A tune. Oh right, I need to go surfing 2 lives. on the payroll. Hell yeah. Beauty Finder unlocked. Guild House now available. Who does Guild House? Ayland, I presume? I, Momodi, said to expect you, so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods from the port of Vesper Bay to the west. And trade we do. Ne'er a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I had a chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momodi to send me a soul looking for work. 12 knows there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use. Don't mind me setting up traps and then casually proceeding to walk through said traps. Look at that sad amount of HP. What do you want, That on a product. You can send all the notice you like, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. The goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent hull over yonder during all the chaos. Gotta love how all these objects are like right by the mounds that we also have to do things by. Look at all those green check marks. Please find my sharpened axe. Old hammy happy thought more than life itself. God bless you, you found them. Oh my beauties, thought we lost you forever. How do you fare, friend? You find the Nasha site? Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They'll say the green is the same as the eye of Nasha's Ul-Nasha, who once ruled the Sultana. This should save Dalanan from his troubles. If there is enough left, there's far less here than what I found. Reckon those goblins made a meal of this stuff. Bloody waste. There we go. Now I'm allowed to go back to Horizon. Jeez. All the extra stuff. Greetings and salutation, adventurer. What? We owe this. What? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check. So your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there's much more you can do to help here. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. Have you ascertained the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Last Hope the other day? Captain Leo Frick is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. So I fear the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. You must have made it to Central Thanalan, or the brass plates that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion's Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush, she should have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. Thank you for the focus in searching the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanalan. With luck, you'll find her quickly. The guy guarding the gate. Nope, not the jerkbo. It's the guy guarding the gate. There, have some blood. off to Central Thanalan. Huh? A letter? Hi, I got Fufulapa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Gotta tend to my bird's injury legs first. Even the most minor cuts can fester if ignored. Fufulapa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbird Station in the northeast. Look for tents by the river. Fufulupa sent you all this way just because of a late letter? That boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. Brass blades don't give Kikirans arse about settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventurer. They're refugees, they're protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thanks for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. Level 20! I have to go in the building. Fine. Another minor working for work, is it? Let's see. Everything else looks to be in order. Alright, go ahead and add them to the list. These refugees are a bloody 12 cent. They break their backs for next to nothing. And when they're washed up, there's always another to take their spot. Poor folks digging up pepper's worth more than they'll see in their whole lifetime. Erzea can be a right cruel place at times, but I ain't one to change what ain't broke. Okay. Where's my Uber? There we go. Leave my guardian to slaughter some Lollapels while I run off over here. It's fine. That was funny. Alright, back up to Lost Hope we go. Must have 2 vials of Dante. There you go. You knew where you're going the entire time. You're fully in control. That's done. Good. Hope that wretch died screaming. Hilda is more prosperous than ever. Some say that may be true for the Syndicate, but none of the wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a mummer's farce. One day, I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. My time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for guidance. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now. In my stead, would you like to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufulupa? Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass blades of the rose. I shouldn't give it to the boy before I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Back to Horizon! Yeah. Yeah. I love that you've been thrown from the mound. Ah, Aelin, I received word from Captain Leo Frick the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter to me. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the Brass Blades of the Rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leo Frick says that I am to have it? There must be some mistake. You can possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course not. I'm not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Sorry, boy. The brass blades of the Rose have need of your assistance once more, Aelin. Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the pitfalls of the ancient relic. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon Garrison has been charged with their security. The Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades, despite his assurance to the contrary. Such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have to offer your assistance, my comrade. Pray travel to the pitfalls and speak to Totoruna. That is hilarious. I was meaning to go visit my friends at the Thaumaturge Guild, but we'll help them here first. They clearly have other matters to deal with. A bleeding venture come to help? I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He says, trusted men only. Anyway, I've got this under control, and besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Pufulupa. Boy's gotta stick up his arse the size of a saber tender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay at Horizon. Hey, Venture, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the Thaumaturges. See, and he wants them treated to the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south on the village to tell Raffi that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. need to kill one more, not four. I love the rubbish actually just appeared on the dock when he complained about it. Oh, the Sabatender size stick up Lala's ass. Yeah, I chose not to think too hard on that one. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin. Of course. We'll do our best, madame. Unfortunately, we had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. Our boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise their catch will be pleased. But don't worry, milady. Captain will have his fish, I swear it. I feel bad for this man. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know it's sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from Quiberon Mance were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell mines. Nashasite, I think I heard one say. They're to meet with their co-conspirators soon, at the footballs. What did he say? Illicit exchange and shadowy dealings. The Blackbraids cannot abide by such malfeasance. Something like that. Forgive my eavesdropping, Aelin. I came to the Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly and apprehend these thieves. Unnotify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Shocker. Why the fuck is Ul'dah just so fucking corrupt all the time? It really is a good place. It's just some bad people. No, it's a fucking corrupt city. I feel bad for the poor Sultana. Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from the Copperbell mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you're one of Kiveron's men. Sir, that man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good. That's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin? You're working with these men? It cannot be! I told you to stay in Horizon, Fu-Fu-Lupa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nash site, I get my gil, and none were the wiser. But sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lotharito finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I'm acting under the authority of Lord Lotharito himself. No, that cannot be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Blades, Fu-Fu-Lupa? To serve and protect? Ha! We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for coin. You there, adventurer! Do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I'm Sir Baron von Quiveron the Fourth Esquire. You killed my brother. Now I'm going to return the favor. Damn you both, you're ruining everything! That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are done. No reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leo Frick. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering on about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knows about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quiverion's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lotharito's surprise when he learns that the rank and file Brass Blade was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows 7 hells, but I'm a captain. He wouldn't... I was once a captain too, remember? But we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You've done the Brass Blades of Rose proud. Captain Leo Frick, Captain Baldwin, he said Lotharito. Lord Lotharito won't waste his time on small-scale smuggling operations. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That our brethren are no better? That each and everyone cares not but coin? Ha! Mere excuses justify his scheming. Aye. We've no shortage of greedy sods. Some who probably sell their own mothers into slavery for if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fufu Lapa. Men are men good and true, whom the small folks respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The Brass Blades of Rose need a leader with honor. You're the most honorable man I know. Captain! Thank you for all your help, Aelin. Captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town next you return. Why was it this country that we set up, like, our base of operations for the first part of this game? Pray return to the Waking Sands. This country is corrupt as fuck. You killed my brother. Prepare to die. Welcome back. And so much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means Brass Blades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Until a new one is designated, I have been ordered to serve as acting captain of Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Aelin, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. Our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed a sealed letter addressed to a man named Owen. But he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. I can't think of no reason why he should have dealings with Baldwin. We now know the former captain was corresponding with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owen was too? The letter may very well serve as evidence of their collusion, so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with this information until now. I've chosen you, Aelin. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksands, and relate the circumstances of its discoveries. Not only is she staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan Sworn. She'll know how best to proceed. Alright. We'll just use your turn. And then first go talk to the Black Mage Guild. That was supposed to be a part of this whole scheme, but I don't think is. Well, not necessarily supposed to, but that was at least the cover given. I just used the Aether to get closer. Oh well. Aelin, you're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. That actually sounds terrifying. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you're alive and glowing with vitality. It's time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from The Threat of Perplexity. Greetings, Aelin. You're once more prepared to pursue the pages of power and peril? Then let us begin. The Threat of Perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfix, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those ranks close. Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and where are you the multitudinous foe? Is the point of this passage readily apparent? Would be most problematic, for example, should you meet the malefic Mage Slayer and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall or courage companion to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial. Kokobani, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Aelin's training. The town's buzzing with news of more slaughtered thaumaturges. Their mutilated bodies found fouling in the waters of Noffic's well. I would have Aelin aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. Aelin may have tolerated your interruptions of her trial last time, Boosie, but you are hardly a henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concern is understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Aelin to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You have secured the service of a stalwart swordsman? Then that would indeed be a line worth learning a lesson of the day, perhaps. Come now, Aelin. Let us be about our business before Kokoboha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you at Nathika's Wells. Was that Kokobusi? The boy is trying so hard. I remember, not early, but earlier in playing this game, and my friend was ahead of me in levels, or maybe I was on, like, not an alt account, but like a thing I was leveling, and we got training dummies from like the new expansion's training dummies because they look cool. And then I realized I couldn't hit them with my class I was trying to use because they're like level 90 and I was level 60. Aelin, so good for you to come. My Argonan friend here is the warrior I mentioned back at the ossuary. Now there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I'll go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Words are hard. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. I suddenly don't like this. Suddenly feels fishy. It's really funny being here within the area of a fate. It's happening up there and seeing kill every last one of them as we're checking thaumaturge corpses. Did you uncover anything incriminating? The blood is yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. That villain may yet lurk nearby. Turn to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing aether energy, will lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, Aelin. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. Says the on behalf of the guy who hasn't spoken a word. Kokobusi, I hate to say it, I don't really trust you right now. At all. You seem sketch. I'll just do this. Hey, our Rogadin friend did indeed show up and is holding the aggro of the imp. Impressive. Not that'll. Well, at the end of that, he's like, and they're dead, so time to go get my money. Which, I mean, fair. It's a fair response. Seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It was unfortunate, though, that one of the imps is able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboa with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Roganin has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do, what to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber could handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into the little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. You're a terrible liar. But see, I don't know why I'm following this. Maybe to turn around and murder you. I don't know. At this point. None of this is legit. That is not Kokobushi. Well, it is Kokobushi, but Kokobushi possessed by a void scent that escaped from Murmo's urn is feeding on the aether energy of all those slain thaumaturges. Oh, you, my mere rich Aelin, you were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However did you see through it? I am Kokobushi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroy you, Murmo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I may take responsibility for my family's misadventures. Heh. A coward like you destroy me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aim for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Hehehe. Poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with your pleasant thought. It was Kokobushi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. Heh. It pains me to admit that there's some truth to the creature's word. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teaching. Return to the ossuary and report your completion of your trial, Aelin. I'll remain here for the time and gather my thoughts. This is not the end of this quest, meaning I cannot get rid of this cowl yet. Aelin, Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. Seems the mage slithered away, but your stint with the swordsman was nonetheless successful. To consider this chapter complete, your time with our tome teaching is at an end. Ahem. We will be absolutely accurate. There is an addendum with additional advice from Kokobuki considering it extracurricular. Even if I dare not delve into those diabolical depths, I do not yet deign you to die. You understand? I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobushi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the storm within my own mind. Most fundamental lessons of the thaumaturge demand I slay a creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike. Minimal risk, victory all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Void Scent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote the time to considering my next course of action. Pray leave me to my musings, Aelin. Still not. Aelin, it's been too long. Dardanan tells, me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Volda. Even though you've seen a seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folks around here love you for it. What is it? Look like you got something to say. So that's what this is all about. Pupulupa thinking Noah might have been in league with Baldwin. That it could be proof of something shady? Well, you needn't worry. Owen's as loyal to the Sultan Sworn as I've ever known. I haven't got the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute. Wasn't Owen the one who... Oh hells, I got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Aelin, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of all this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Can I count on your discretion, Aelin? If so, listen closely. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate ruled by Sultana Nanamo ul Namo. Truth is, though, with the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if certain incidents become public knowledge. It pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, a symbol of royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owen's the Sultan Sworn in charge of guarding that night. I'd bet anything that this letter was written by the bastard who made off with the crown. I can't believe the coincidence that the man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owen of all people, at this of all times. You'll need to take this to the man himself, Aelin. Tell him Amodi sent you and that it concerns a lost heirloom. If it looks like the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city might depend on it. Off to the hustling landing strip. Keep thinking I must be, coming towards when we get to leave this city. Haven't got there yet, but one day. The heart of Sworn lies beyond you. State your business. Pardon? You said a lost heirloom. Ahem. Proceed. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter. Very well, let's see it. Have you read this, adventurer? I see, but you have some inkling of its contents, I think? Mistress Mabodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss can mean for Her Grace the Sultana. This thief shames the Sultan Sworn, me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duty in a moment of carelessness. No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've been searching frantically for any signs of whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. And the identity of the thieves and their motives seem fated to remain a mystery till you arrive bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminal states their price for returning Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I'm not foolish enough to meet these men alone as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to being present for the exchange? Mistress Mabodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never had a reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. This guy looks so young. He looks like a kid. Fine, I'll teleport. Mean, making me spend money to teleport around to make things easier on myself. I just want to be able to use my mounts, guys. Waiting, 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 waiting. Alright, let's go. I've come as agreed, now show me the crown. Alright. You'll have your precious crown once you've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance I have that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen. The least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait. Here's your payment as promised. Aye, it's the real thing. Ha 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 ha. Thousands thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where the scores of thieves have failed. And now, at long last, we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers. The traitor spurn. No, it can't be. What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you're handing over. It was that seemed valuable to us as a crown. It seems to you, or did you assume we're feeling charitable? Must be feeling terrible knowing you've brought us to the doom of Silde. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further, but I clicked through it too fast. There are too many. Aelin, run! Run while you still can. I will do my duty. The duty is to serve the Sultana, lad. You'll be doing it for a good while yet. Sultan Sworn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Hello, Papashan. Sultan Sworn? Ha, no matter, kill them all! These guys, we were all in the room when you had the conversation, idiot. No, Papashan is kind of a badass. worry, I'll just be over here soloing a void scent. It's fine. Master Papashan, but why? How? The General saw you sneaking into the vaults, Owen. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General, he ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan! More of them to the north! After them, Sultan Sworn! They have the crown! This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. Hello, Asio. The source of her strength becomes clear. May have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voices of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thralls to command, that I may smite my enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. I see. Is that what you think? Hi, Thancred. You certainly have a knack for getting into trouble. Unwelcome guest, no matter. All shall fall before me. No mortal should possess such strength. Keep it up, Phelan. We almost have him. The wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We have long suspected the involvement of Bringers of Chaos, Ascians, to give them their true name. But we cannot be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now. As if the Sultanate needs more enemies. Have we Charlians crossed paths with Ascians before? Well, we've certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, that marks the 3rd time I've found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyways, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy I'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to interfere in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and, while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Aelin. Anchor, you're not very good at your job. Like, hey, look at this guy here, but he might be trouble, but I think we killed him. I'm gonna just leave his dead body in the water and not investigate further. Bye! Guess it surprised you to see me dressed so, Aelin. I was once a Sultan Sworn, you know. Though, it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of Station Master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve. Lest you doubt, whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when the news of the crown theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self, and you have gratitude of every Sultan Sworn, Aelin. I like Papa Shan. He is one of few Lalafels I like.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, once whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! tokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Unamo, Sultana
Yeah, to go
of
play,
Ul'dah, confer
hide the
on you
pickle.
this gift. Raoban,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace.
I feel like I need to get something better than wear a ring to this banquet. Like, this cowl is so not appropriate for a
If what
banquet.
they say is true, Ul'dah owes you a great debt. I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor!
Huzzah! Indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Oh, Zaylen. For an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at the banquet are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed. I am no authority on them. Fear not, however. Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak to her. She will tell you all you need to know. Pray return to the Waking Sands. We haven't even got to the Waking Sands yet. Also, I wanted to make a really inappropriate joke about hiding the pickle, but not live on air. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road. I know you're a busy woman, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient customs, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings made specifically for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize, actually, forget about that. This was meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultana Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmith Guild. Mistress Serenity is expecting you. So you'll want to head down there now. Once you got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. It's Rin trying to pretend not to be watching the dancers as they dance. over there wallflowering. Or is he just daydreaming about wanting to dance alongside them? Greetings. Is there something I can help you with? Ah, Aelin, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked and I'm not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi, so you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take her grave's safety very seriously. Picked up your earrings, said Aelin. Just let me... Well now, look at the guildmaster. Looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fall into the wrong hands, God only knows what might happen. Now then, hope you're feeling sociable, Aelin, as you're about to hobnob with Ul'dah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. Hey, Matera. Wanna lend me some money so I don't have to look like a goddamn idiot going to a banquet with noble people? Like 20,000 gil. Just enough to get a bridesmaid dress. Actually, I might be able to make up my own money. I haven't actually looked at selling the gear that's sitting in my armoire. I don't know if I have 20,000 gil worth of gear in my armoire, but well, that made up nothing. I appreciate it. There we go. That looks a lot more suitable to be going to a banquet. There we go. We are now a proper lady. Not the prettiest dress in the world. It is not my favorite dress in this game, but for being broke level 24, I'll take it. I appreciate you funding my need to roleplay better. That is it. Aelin, your big debut in high society. The banquet is being held at the Fragment Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade, and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put the earrings first, or he'll send you packing. Right. Well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. Banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is invite only. Please make way for the arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, my lady. Please proceed inside.
All hail the Sultana!
But I don't have auto scroll on.
Your Grace.
Raubon? By right of the Royal House of All, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets.
Thanks for that,
Nor
Raubon.
can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
Where was I carrying that?
Almost like by the 12.
A glue started glowing from her chest and she shoved this random crystal down her bra? Like, the fuck?
Tell me true. Have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were.
I suppose boobs do make decent storage.
Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Garlean Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Carteneau, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
Okay, guys, one sec. After this next line, I am gonna mute. I was gonna wait till after all this to go make tea, but my mom's trying to contact my dad and can't. So I'm gonna give him a call myself and see what's up. So as soon as the next line that stops is, I'm just gonna mute and walk away for a moment.
To the fore!
Alright, sorry about that. Got a hold of my dad, got everything sorted the best I can. It's out of my hands now.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily. Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
It very well could be.
Damn it all to the seventh.
That seems like something they'd throw in there.
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must
Mad
keep trying.
Snake!
Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat, and...
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
What, when, where, and why do I... What am I intent to find?
We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
It's such a shame that we'll never be able to, like, be a part of that war. As, like, newer players, the ending of 1.0 would have been a sight to behold that we can never re-experience. That was something for the dedicated players, and they deserve it, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to see it now, and not just, like, on a cutscene on YouTube.
Imarat way. Kiskar Toga hearts wadons. Season again. Feastun the only lamb rides a die dawn.
How you feeling, Aelin? They said he fainted in the middle of one of the general stories. I had to have you carried back to the Hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on a fellow guest, though probably not the sort you intended. You're sure you get enough rest, Aelin? Life adventure can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you back to normal, no offense, but looking after you is getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the General left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he's telling you when you fell asleep. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Interesting. Alright, I should put back on proper clothes. Yeah, I'm awake. Don't worry about the whole passing out thing. It's fine. Everything's fine. I've been waiting for you, Aelin. Trust you're fully recovered? Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that I have you do. Listen well, Aelin. This will take some time to explain. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on powerless as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Carteneau, first by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the warriors of light, of whom no trace remains. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so, I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau with a memorial service to honor the fallen. It is my hopes that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my word to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it?" Then it's agreed. We will journey to Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as my official representative. Now that's a great many malms to travel, but I had neither the time nor the patience to wait while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. The pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attacks has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstances demand it, as it is the case. Though there were others who insisted on being granted one regardless. Aelin, I'm not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm, for which the Warrior of Light risks all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Aelin, and heed the crystal's guidance, should you ever lose your way. We're gonna go get a dance before we leave town. Master Gilano, I am he. That you are an adventurer is apparent. But what business are you What business brings an adventurer to a dance master, I wonder? Atat. You will not answer where no question has been asked. The feet that must persuade, not the tongue. Now dance for me. The vessel is rude, but the wine within may yet be fine. Unfortunately, there is much coal in my time, and I am bound for another land. I will make a dancer of you when I next return to the city. There you are. Heard anything good? I hope you're not wasting time with that looker here. Oh, Master Gilano. I am Pimulamin, the Dansus, and I would speak with you. It's my great desire to become a dexter and perform in the grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? So, it's not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, but this stammering maiden. Child, I stiff people to find dancers. Do you understand? Then let us see whether you can master these steps. That's how they do it in high society, huh? I can be a lass with class. Just watch. Hideous, grotesque, your dancing stands alongside the calamity in its horror. Well, those words might cow up your highborn ladies, master. Go on, whatever. But where I come from, we take our lumps and keep twirling. Now what exactly didn't you like? Child, you lie over much on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That is not a dance, just crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp. It's your turn on the floor. I can't take my eyes off you. I mean, you're not exactly good. You'd be picking rotten orange pits out of your eyebrows if you did that at the market, but it's a story, isn't it? A dance is a story. I have nothing to say because I haven't lived, just made a living. Aye, child. Ale-glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses when you could have learnt the craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant that. I weary of teaching so many who may have lived, but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have the courage enough. Do you dare start anew? To be a dancing girl no longer learn a true craft? I dare. I'll learn the craft of adventuring. Do you adventure for fun or for gain? Do you be very good with weapons? Those moves you make with your arms, is some sort of fighting thing? I want what you've got, darling. The way to be a grand ball is through the quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slog, and I'll learn to dance. Thank you, milady, thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You've taught me so much, I'll never forget the dance you showed me. Did she choose me adventurer over me, master among masters? My airship departs the strange city soon. Dance your rude yet puissant dance, adventurer. Mayhaps you'll affect more aspirants as you did Pimolinus. Yeah. And mayhaps I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew. I love this quest line because you come in and you are such a bad dancer that it goes all the way around in a circle, becomes intriguing again, and makes a dancer become an adventurer and a master of dance question his life choices. Like, that is an impressive amount of bad. Back for your meeting with Raban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself? So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will ya? And by airship, bugger me, that is an honor and a half, that is. But I cannot think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Aylin. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen an Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blue of Linsalamensis shimmering seas or the pyramid greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Aylin. You'll see those sights and more, and go everywhere you go. You'll find fascinating folks with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. But they are priceless all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, That might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Aelin. And what kind that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course. You don't ever go changing. Safe travels, Aelin. I'll see you when you get back. Alright. And with that little sad dance, I think we are going to end it here for the night. Looking at the time, it's so close to 8 o'clock that I don't think it's a good idea to start heading to the other city-states. But we're right on the cusp of being able to leave Ul'dah and find nicer people. I know Momodi said there's problems everywhere, but I'm pretty sure not every city is as corrupt as this one. So while there's problem, it's a different type of problem. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. I will hopefully be back later this week for more Persona 3 Reloaded. But until then, have a great week. I will see you all later. Good night.